there, Hallmark Hot Takers. Welcome back to another episode of Hallmark Hot Takes. We are in the middle of our, 7-movie Thanksgiving bonanza. This is horrible. This is episode 18 or 19?
18.
18.
This is part 3, right? Or 4 of the 7.
Yes. This of Hallmark Hot Takes, where we watch, rate, and review all the countdown to Christmas movies from the Hallmark Channel. And here to explain the rating system is my yawning part. We've got comments on your yawning, by the way. You need to knock that off.
It's 10:30. It's a long day.
Usually it's like 1
Brown's
in the morning.
lost today. It's bad.
Stink.
All right. It's a candy cane based rating system. From half a candy cane all the way up to 5 candy canes. Combine the score to get a total out of 10 possible candy canes.
And that is based on how much we liked or disliked this movie. So tonight's offering is Christmas in Notting Hill, starring Sarah Ramos and William Moseley. So rapid recap, let's meet Georgia, a special ed teacher from Illinois who is flying to London for Christmas to visit her sister Lizzie. And we find out that Georgia, she got into some graduate program at the University of Illinois, or she has this opportunity.
Indiana, wasn't it?
Indiana, Illinois, they're next to each other.
No. Sorry. Different states.
I said I didn't say they were the same. I said they were adjacent. She has this opportunity to get into this program where she could travel around the world as a special ed teacher. So she's thinking about both of those options. And then while we're in London, she runs into Graham, who unbeknownst to her, is a very famous soccer player. And he is known everywhere in the great old city, but Georgia has no idea who she is. So when they meet, he doesn't tell her who she is. And then we find out that her sister Lizzie is dating and soon to be engaged to her sister, right? Did I say that right?
His brother, her sister.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Whatever I just said. And then the movie just kind of follows how Georgia and Graham get to know each other. She eventually finds out who he is, and, they're not sure if they can make it work because I guess he's famous and she's not. I don't know. And they meet all of his family, and they hit it off, and I don't know, really at the end of the movie, Henry and Lizzie, the brother and sister, get engaged, and Georgia and Graham get together. And we think she takes the job. Oh, but one of the part I was missing of this story is he's actually injured, and he hasn't been able to play, so he's deciding whether or not he's going to go back to playing football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the movie, he does heal his injury, and the next year he is playing, and they are still together, and everyone is happy, and that is Christmas in Notting Hill.
That was a good recap.
Was it?
No, but it was fast.
It wasn't good, because you'll find out why.
Oh, boy. We'll call it a teaser. You ready for this?
Yeah, where are we going first? Likes or dislikes for the review portion?
Likes.
That seems reasonable.
All right, what did you like?
I liked learning what Christmas crackers were.
Yes. I liked an English trifold.
Not a trifold. A
trifle. Trifle.
I thought the Secret Santa trade that they did was funny.
It was an exchange, so they did the Secret Santa thing, and then the brother thought it would be a good idea to get his soon-to-be fiance in the exchange. But to make that happen, Graham and Georgia had to make all the trades.
Right, for future picks, too.
Future picks. Mm-hmm. That was probably the best part of this movie, actually.
Probably.
I really enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that white elephant exchange. And there was also a good deal of feels in the parent side. Like, his dad passed, and his connection to his dad was him playing soccer. And he didn't want to give up soccer because that was a strong connection. And he could feel his dad in the audience when he played in the crowd.
That is true.
I like that. I like that part.
Okay. What else?
I like when the Brits call it Happy Christmas instead of Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas. That is a Brit thing.
All right, what about you? What do you got? That's it?
That was it.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. All right, what you got?
Well, okay, I did like the little super fan at the beginning of this movie, the little girl.
Yes.
That was it. Okay.
What about the dislikes? You have a
I
slew of them.
The dislike. So in the beginning of the movie, Georgia is at this stand and she sees this ornament that reminds her of one that her mom had or something that they lost. And she picks it up and the lady just like gives it to her. And I thought she should have paid for that ornament because that annoyed me.
The Brits are very nice. They give it for free.
In their meet cute, Graham and Georgia walk into each other and she spills like hot chocolate on her. And then she walks back to his place, a complete stranger.
Did not like that part.
That's stranger danger. No American would do that. No. That's crazy.
She goes back to his house.
Yeah.
No.
And then when she finds out who he is, why is she mad at him?
I don't know.
Well, he doesn't owe her anything. He doesn't owe her his real name. And not that he lied about who he was, but like, he doesn't owe her anything. Why is she mad at him? That made me so mad. She's totally irrational throughout this whole movie.
I did not like that, like, bit of drama out of nowhere. I'm really glad they didn't do the proposal came out and it was his fault.
That would have been more interesting.
I know.
This whole movie was so freaking boring. Whoa. Literally nothing happened. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scenes in this movie that didn't need to be there. They were just complete filler. They did nothing to advance the story, such as it was, because there wasn't much of one. And this...
What about the fight between the sisters?
That was... Okay, I'm sorry, but Georgia in this movie is irrational, and she's kind of a bitch. Her sister apologized to her for the fight first, and I was like, no way, Georgia should apologize. Her sister was telling her, I hope he proposes, I'm really in love. And she's like, oh, well, do you really think you know what you're doing? You barely know this guy. Like, who the hell are you?
And she knows he's going to propose.
Right.
So, like, what is she doing?
She's not a great sister. And she's totally irrational.
No.
And then she gets irrational again over the tabloid picture of them at the end. Like, I get it would be jarring to see yourself on a tabloid photo. I get that.
It's happened to me.
That's fine. That's fine. But why is she getting mad at him about it? He didn't do it. She's just a mess. She's just a mess. Yeah. And she's a very pretty girl. But whoever did the makeup in this movie made her look like a damn cadaver. They should fire whoever the makeup person was in this because they didn't do a good job.
No cadaver makeup people.
Nothing in this movie made sense.
None of it made sense.
The drag show? Seriously, Hallmark, are we putting drag shows in our movies now? Is this where we've come to? What the hell are you doing?
That was strange.
What are you doing? I don't know. She made the choice of what she was going to do halfway through the movie, so there wasn't even any stakes about that. Like, she decided that she was going to do the world sped teacher thing, and there was no tension about anything.
No, she made that decision. The dad, was whatever makes you happy. So, there was no tension there, even though she tried to make it.
There's no reason for the dad to even come to London because he didn't really do anything except for pal around with the other dad.
Yeah.
And give Jay a couple laughs.
I did think he was funny.
She loses her necklace twice. Yeah. So it falls off of her and then she catches it or whatever and then puts it back on. And then it falls off again and she loses it and it's this big thing. Then she finds it again and puts the clearly broken necklace. Clearly it's broken. And this necklace is so important to her.
The clasp is jacked up.
That she keeps putting it back on. And she's going to lose it again. Because she's a dum-dum.
She's probably lost it right by now. In less 5 minutes, she's lost it.
Separating eggs is so clever. No one's ever seen it before. Clapping at the kiss. The mom hawks merch at a Christmas mart. What is going on in this movie? And everyone just spoke in catchphrases the whole time. Literally just spoke in catchphrases. Oh, you'll get through it. Oh, it was so stupid. What else did you dislike? Because I could go on forever.
I thought...
You're speechless. Sorry, I kind of stole the show a little bit.
The weird fight in the bar was weird. I didn't like it. I thought that they made up so quickly in the fight. So the fight was so big, and then they made up. I thought they rushed into this relationship. I thought there was unneeded drama. That was it. It was.
Was there a story?
Weird.
What would you say the story was?
Again, it had too many things going on. Like I didn't know if it was about the dead parents or it was about
Whether he's going to go back to
playing
soccer
Is it
or
about
whether she's going to take the job, or whether the engagement's going to happen.
Right.
Or, geez, who knows?
There's just a lot of things in this movie, but nothing really.
It was not good.
What about you? What if we were going to give it a candy cane score?
I absolutely hated this movie.
Wow.
Like, I'm kind of angry about it because I just didn't like it. And I did not, George's character was just bad. This movie gets a frickin' half a candy cane, and if I could give it 0, I would.
No, that's not a thing.
Well,
We've
I'm
decided.
just saying, it's half a candy cane.
We've decided.
I'm just letting you know, I hated it. I hated it, I hated it, I hated it.
Brits. Remember that when they wear the British hats? The fan hats, the dad?
Yeah.
Not the British hats.
Are you trying to get me to change my mind? Or are you trying to justify what you're about to do?
I can't.
You're just going to save this from candy cane hell, aren't you? It's okay, Jay, you do what you got to do. But
it was not good.
it was horrible.
This was so bad, but I feel like coming off of Letters to Santa.
But that's not, no, but like Letters to Santa.
2 movies ago.
Listen, Letters to Santa, I almost feel bad about putting that one in hell right now because this one was worse than that.
Ugh, I hated that movie.
I hate
All right,
both.
half candy cane. Welcome to hell.
Yes! I knew you wouldn't let me down. This movie's terrible. Don't watch it.
I may just want to use the fire again because I keep using the same fire.
Sorry. We came from a 1. We went to a 6.5 last time, and then we're back down into the bowels. But listen, I gotta call them like I see them, and when I see a bad one, this is bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I was on the edge, like 1.5 or a half, and I'm like, was there really anything that gave me anything?
Her and the drag show really sent me over the edge on this one. She was just not a very likable character.
No, she wasn't. He was okay, but
There
wasn't any stakes.
They weren't even in it enough together to make them like a real romance either. They had no chemistry.
Ugh, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm bored.
Jason's yawning. This movie's bad.
Awful. All right.
I gotta move
Preview?
on. I can't.
All right. Whew.
I'm gonna need a drink to move on from that.
No, we're back on the wagon.
Are we?
Work is tomorrow. Wagon.
My boss doesn't have to know.
He watches this.
I don't think he does, but and anyway, let's move on. Let's put this shitstorm.
You know what
behind
we
us.
need, Ide? We need another Lacey movie.
Well, you're in luck, Jay, because that's what's up next. Haul Out the Holly, lit up.
It's 2.
So this is the sequel to the Haul Out the Holly from last year, which, if you will remember, scored a perfect 10 from the Hot Takes crew with the crazy shenaniganizing and hijinks. So apparently we're going back to Evergreen Lane this year, and there is some new neighbors who have moved into the neighborhood. So the competition for this is going to heat up. This is all starring Lacey Chabert and Wes Brown. We are very, very excited.
I'm very excited. And that other guy, what's it, Ned?
Ned.
Is he the guy who's in Groundhog Day? That guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. We're excited for this. I hope this lives up to.
Yeah, I need it. I need a pick me up.
We need something because.
When we might have some guest reviewers.
We will have some guest stars on the next episode, so it's going to be crazy epic.
All right.
All right.